All right, welcome back. The National School of Government has officially launched the compulsory and mandatory programs on corruption in government in Pretoria. The introduction of these programs was echoed during the 2019 State of the Nation address by President Cyril Ramaphosa. They are to be rolled out by the National School of Government within the context of its constitutional and legislative mandate to train and develop public service officials. Public servants are often encouraged to uphold the values and principles governing public administration, but corruption continues anyway. Will these programs help to stamp out unethical behavior in government? Well, to tell us more about this is Dr. Sipho Manana, who is acting principal for the National School of Government. Thank you very much for coming, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Manana, what are you going to teach government officials that they don't know about corruption? And isn't it shocking that seemingly government is teaching grown-ups not to be corrupt? Is it really not necessary? I mean, with corruption, you don't have to be taught not to be corrupt.
Sure. Okay, the courses that we launched yesterday, the President, as you have indicated, mentioned in the State of the Nation address that the School of Government will be rolling out courses on ethics, as well as taking the senior managers to the coalface of service delivery. So at the School of Government, anybody who's coming in from outside gets trained by us. That is where we start the training on people to be ethical in behavior, because research out there shows that anti-corruption and ethical behavior has to be taught. You keep on teaching, though people may transgress in the course of their work, but the School of Government ensures that people know how to manage public funds, they know how to behave ethically and use the other scarce resources that government has. Of course, you know that currently the public audit bill is out to make sure that the Auditor General can give cases of maladministration to the law enforcement agencies to take decisive action. We are at the beginning end, or at the beginning of this particular process, to make sure that if we are from outside, we are going to be given these kinds of courses. And if I may add, in the suite of courses that the President has announced, there is for the first time a requirement that if you are joining senior management of the public service, you need to come through the School of Government and do a compulsory course. Anti-corruption, yes, and ethics courses are there to make sure that the serving public servants are also reminded that it is not good to misuse and steal public money.
So have there been any different programs before these ones, or is this, kind of training on values and principles new?
I didn't get at the end, but the courses that we are launching are those that were there, but we have revamped them. We have reinforced them, and we have added new courses as the President has directed us. We did have induction, but we were not doing it as we are supposed to do it all along. We have been revamping it, but now we have got a streamlined induction program that will be able to be taken by the newly appointed individuals from right level 1 in the bottom up to level 16, where DGs and DDGs are appointed.
All right, Dr. Manana, please give us a scenario sketch here in terms of where corruption is rife in government, how this kind of course comes in, and how is it going to stop anybody from being unethical in terms of bribery, in terms of doing business with government and getting priority through collusion or through any other means that will actually punch holes in the systems of government that are not really corruption proof, because corruption happens anytime, anywhere, all the time. Okay.
There is a framework that has been introduced by the National Treasury currently, which deals with unauthorized, wasteful, irregular expenditure. We have a course under the mandatory courses that we have just launched, which will deal with that, help the Auditor General to make sure that before you even find people transgressing. There is a systemic analysis of what they are doing, as well as the behavior in terms of what they do is looked after by their managers. So we have that course to make sure that we supplement the Auditor General. But at the same time, because we have got investigations that are going on of maladministration, we were having in our launch the head of the SIU, Advocate Mutibi, who was supporting us in terms of creating the capacity within the departments to do these investigations and hasten them so that there are no long dragging cases in the public service, as the minister has directed us to do that. So the School of Government is working both at the corrective end, at the top, where if there is a transgression, you take decisive action by having capacity within the department to do the investigations. But also in the front part of it, we need to have advocacy and a lot of education of members. We are the school and we believe in education. The law enforcement agencies will be able to take care of those who have transgressed.
All right, just very briefly before you go, are these courses going to help stamp out corruption in government?
Yes, these courses will be able to shape the conduct of all public servants who take them, because they are based on the Constitution and they are based on the prescripts that govern public administration. What we are strengthening here is public administration by the public service officials, as directed by our minister and the president at this point in time. We are just making sure that at the education part of things, we are strong as the country.
Right. Dr. Manana, thank you very much for speaking to us. Coming to us live from our Pretoria studios, that's the acting principal for the National School of Government. And of course, moving now to other news.